Hey y'all, Jay here from Jay's Decor and Restore, and I'm back for my next video on holiday decor. And you see I have my knit hat on because this one's going to be cold. No, it's really not. Actually, I'm going to be making a snowman and a snow woman out of, most of it will be from the Dollar Tree, with the exception of the spray paint that I'm going to be using. So it's super cheap, super fun. You can even include your children or your grandchildren in on this one. So let's go ahead and get started. Well, for this project, here are the materials you're going to need, and I'm going to get closer. You're going to need some googly eyes. All of this can be bought at the dollar store, with the exception of the spray paint. But you'll need some googly eyes. You can either get buy some fuzzy socks or whatever at the dollar store, or if you have some, I had some that I've never used, that I've had them for years. I figured, why not? You're going to need at least one sock. You are going to need fish bowls, and I bought these at the dollar store, the two different sizes, a larger one for the base and a smaller one for the head. Some ribbon. You can use the same ribbon for both if you want. I'm going to use something a little bit different for Mrs. Snowman and Mr. Snowman. Some LED lights, and again, I bought this package two for $1. I found this cute little ornament at the dollar store, and I'm going to use that for Mr. Snowman's hat. Some scissors, a hot glue gun, orange pipe cleaner, and then here is, and I'm going to turn this over, I'm going to use a frosted glass spray paint. So for my first step is I'm going to take the bowls outside and I'm going to spray paint them. And I'm not going to videotape that just because it's kind of hard to angle the camera outside. And it's really just spray painting the bowl. Once they dry, I'll come in and we'll start assembling them. All right, y'all, so my fish bowls are now frosted. It came out really pretty. And what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna glue this one together. Now, I've already glued this one. This is gonna be Mr. Snowman. And I glued this one where the flat top is on the top because that's where I'm gonna lay his hat. But for Mrs. Snowman, I'm going to do it in the reverse because it'll be easier for me to put the little sock on the top. So what I'm going to use is this E6000. Your glue gun works well also, but you know sometimes with a glue gun over time it comes apart, and the E6000 is awesome because it glues glass, wood, whatever. And so I'm going to use a good amount, but not all the way at the edge because I don't want it to drip. I'm going to glue that together, and I'm just going to position this one right on top here. Okay. Now I'm going to set this one aside and let it dry. And you really want to make sure that you give it ample time to dry. So in the interest of time, we're going to work on Mr. Snowman for now, and we're going to start that process. Okay, so I think what I'm going to do first, before I put the hat on, is I've already cut the ribbon that I'm going to use for his scarf. So I'm going to go ahead and put that together here, and this is what I want it to look like. So I am going to take my hot glue gun and put some glue on it. You're going to want to be careful when you touch this after you've added your glue. You don't want to burn yourself. So I'm just going to work through the various steps here and not really talk through it. But when you're using your glue gun, I would just recommend being very careful because it's very hot and I burned my finger earlier. So I'm just at this point gluing the ribbon and the buttons. And I did put a little bit of a acrylic glitter paint on my buttons so that they can kind of stand out. Now we're going to add the googly eyes to Mr. Snowman. And I would recommend putting the hat on so that you know where to position the eyes. For the nose, I used the orange pipe cleaner and I just cut it in half and simply wrapped it around my little finger to create the carrot look. So that was really pretty easy. And then you're just going to hot glue gun that onto Mr. Snowman. And now for his mouth, I took a Sharpie, and I'm not great at drawing, so I was just really careful to make sure that it came out the way it should. Mr. Snowman smiling. So I found these two little mirrors at the Dollar Tree, and I thought they were just so cute, and I'm going to put Mr. and Mrs. Snowman on top. You don't have to, but I just thought it would be a cute addition. And so I'm just going to glue them together with the E6000. Now I'm ready to add Mrs. Snowman's little knit hat, the sock that I use. I added a pom-pom to the end to make it look more like a little knit hat. And you're going to hot glue gun it once you have it positioned just right. Now I'm going to fold up the front of it, and I'm going to add another little pom-pom. I added a star to the end to match the buttons that she has in the front, adding a little bit of bling to Mrs. Snowman. Okay, so she is just about done. I drew a little bit of lashes on her. And look at her little bling scarf. Now I'm going to try something, so let's hope it turns out, because I would hate to mess her up. But I'm taking a little bit of pink nail polish, and I wiped off most of it. So I'm just going to give her a little bit of rosy cheeks. Oh, I think I wiped off too much. And now we're ready to position them over the tea lights. I am going to add a little bit of snow around them. I won't glue it because I do want to move these to a different part of my house, and I also want to be able to use the mirrors for something else later. Well, Mr. and Mrs. Snowman turned out so cute. I'm so happy with them. I collect snowmen in Santa, so this is going to fit right in with my collection. And I can say I made it all myself for dirt cheap. Now don't forget to subscribe, share with your friends, and like. Until next week's holiday decor, thanks for watching.